was taking matters into my own hands. That's what I was saying. Instead of me having faith, I was believing. I had a twisted kind of faith because I believed. I didn't believe. I knew that I was gonna. I was going. Period. I just knew, and but I was leaning heavy on my own understanding of, and so I um I guess that could be uh a real good reason why I end up manifesting the opposite of everything, you know? Um, one of the scriptures that he gave was Psalms 25, and it speaks on deliverance. It's like a prayer to God to deliver out of the hands of enemies, um, to out of a really, really serious situation. I started to read Job, but relate. I don't really relate to Job because Job was righteous. I wasn't righteous. You see what I'm saying? I brought the enemy in. God allowed the enemy to try Job because he believed that Job could withstand. I involving myself in too much uh filth that didn't have nothing that wasn't for me, that I had no business doing. And so, you know, I now got this filth attached to me, attaching to my life. That's not okay. And another, not just attaching to my life, because I have lifetime enemies, y'all, that's been attached to me, years of stalking and harassment. This particular situation though, God, that all of that, God had that with the past enemies or whatever who's been hating and whatever, all of that, the abusers and all of that, God had that. This situation was able to come to fruition because I let the enemy in. That's what I'm trying to say. So not that I created the enemies. I've been had enemies, but I let the devil, I gave space. I opened the door. I opened the door because I was involving myself in too much in debauchery and sin and filth. And so, yeah, I let it in, and it was I gave the enemy a in, which he had been waiting for. And that gave him the opportunity to destroy my life. And so now whereas I should be on a boat somewhere or something, or wherever I want to be. Not worried about anything, y'all. I literally don't know how I'm going to accomplish the things that I need. Um, I just know that God is going to free me. That's what I know. And I know I got to be free. I know I got to be free, and I know God going to do it. That's what I got to know right now. Um, cuz ain't no other, ain't no other um there's no other option besides freedom if I want to ever be all right, and be happy and whatnot, and live be fulfilled in this life. I got to get free. I have to. Uh, Pastor Daystar was saying how we need to labor, watch, and pray. I like how he said that. He's funny. He's a funny man too. Anybody ever look up, look him up? Marcus Daystar. He called himself white, but I thought he was Native American. He looks Native American and his name. But anyway, not that it matters. Just it was just a thought. But anyway, I like how he put that because we talk about praying so much. People say pray. But but the word says watch as well as pray. It also says faith without works is dead. We gotta be laboring. But the thing is we got to make sure that we labor in the right way. What is it that we need to be doing, you know what I'm saying? And the urgency that I've been feeling this year, I personally feel like that it is a call for me to take action. It's time to take a stronger action, Um, I hate that this is the way, Lord knows, y'all. I really hate that I really hate it. I really do. I saw the enemy afar off, y'all. I can't even say the enemy snuck up because he didn't. I saw the enemy from afar. I saw the enemy from afar and didn't take strong enough action to cover myself. Um, yeah, I saw all kinds of signs, y'all, prior to all of this happening and stuff. So, mm. But I am believing, I'm trying my best to believe for two people. Um, and that's all I know. That's all I know. I gotta get free. That was my thought though. My biggest thought was the touch on the arm and the fear being the opposite of faith, manifesting your fears. Whereas faith manifests your prayers. I created the exact opposite of my prayers, and that's weird to me. To me, it's weird. I mean, it's so, yo, seriously, it is. It's weird. So anyway, I'm about to go to bed. It takes a lot for me to wind down and be able to go to sleep now. Is this been the case all year? All year. I've been up all year pretty much, y'all, ever since this new year came in. And I was like, it's the energy of the new year because I'm used to making plans for that year, like what everybody do, what you want to accomplish that year, what you want to do, or whatever, or doing whatever I feel like doing. Then it's close to my birthday. So I'll be planning for my birthday or whatever. And so when this new year came in, I was just so over the fact that I'm still in this. So I wasn't sleeping and stuff, y'all. I was just too done. Um, and then I just been feeling a urgency. And it's like I'm in a waiting room, but I don't know being in a waiting room somewhere and not knowing what you're there for. You ever been to the doctor that's slow and you in there for a long time? Now imagine being in a waiting room somewhere and you don't know what you're waiting for, but you waiting for a long time and you don't even know what it is that's you don't even know what you're there for. That's how kind of how I feel. It's like, okay. And so you just look around like, okay, I'm waiting on a clue or something. So far, I ain't got nothing that was helpful. Uh, but pray. I thank God. I thank God for my health and strength. I really do. I thank God for freedom. I thank God for my life. I thank God for the opportunity to continue this journey, to carry out my purpose. I commit myself to my purpose, y'all. I commit myself to my husband, my true husband. I commit myself, and I know that Diablo is not my husband. I keep holding on to him because he was the last man that I had, that touched me or spent and that was intimate with, not just sexually, but I'm talking about as yeah, he just helped me get through part of this, and he helped me get through some stuff. So I hold on to that because that's somebody that I would be looking to, you know what I'm saying? But I know that it's not. God already been showed me, but I just didn't want to accept I didn't want to accept that. But I commit myself, y'all, to my purpose, my husband, my tribe. I don't have I don't have no uh interest in anything outside of that. I don't. I don't care about nothing else. I just don't. Um, I'm believing God for total, complete, and permanent separation from my enemies. Every demonic attachment, every watch that those watcher spirits, monitoring spirits, I thank God for them blinding. Thank God for blinding them spirits. Predatory behaviors, the abusers, the manipulators, the debaucherers. I bind it out of my life. I bind it and cast them away from me. Um, Total, complete, and permanent separation, y'all. That is what I need because when you got certain types of spirits attached to your life, it ain't just the individuals that are carrying out the debauchery. It is the spirit because that spirit gonna find ways to wiggle its way in and cause trouble if we don't um, get rid of them. So yeah, that's all. That's my thoughts. I'm finna go. I'm not finna be on here hours and all of that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm finna go to bed. Try to go to sleep now. It takes forever for me to wind down, y'all, at night, every night. I'm telling y'all, I've been up all year, pretty much. I have not been able to sleep properly, correctly. I feel the urgency. I'm anxious, but excuse me, and I could be wrong, but I really feel in my heart that it's not an anxiousness, like simply impatient. Yeah, I feel impatient, but I think it's natural because I'm not supposed to be here, you know. So, and I know that faith without works is dead. And just like the man of God said, we got to labor, watch, and pray. I need to be making some moves. That's frustrating to me that I have to go it alone, but I'm not going it alone if I got God, though, right? And then everything else that I need, I do believe that He will provide, but I gotta do something like a lot. I gotta do some real strong, take strong action. That's how I feel. That's what I know. So, yeah. And I saw the devil afar off. I saw the enemy from afar. And I'm saying that the reason I'm mentioning that is because I think that people miss these little signs. Sometimes we just overlook so much. We give to people too much of the benefit of the doubt. If some weirdness is going on, somebody is showing you parts of them that ain't right or whatever, we got to take it seriously. Get people out of your life who ain't supposed to be there. Have conversations, communications with people that you need to figure out what's the deal. If you feel like somebody's having issues, in your home or in your just even if they don't live with you, anybody's in your inner circle or anybody that you deal with on a regular basis, we got to communicate. If someone is if you find yourself in a situation where you feel like you're being under some kind of threat or whatever, even if it seems minor, if it seems out of the ordinary, like weird, like it's one thing if you get in an argument with somebody, like something really happened. I was in a situation where it was like a strong pull on my spirit, unusually. It was unnatural. It wasn't natural because it was somebody I didn't know and they wasn't supposed to be attached to me. I had a real strong aversion to them. And the Lord was showing me that. Um, Probably a year before, or maybe months, between 6 months to a year before this particular situation started, I was alerted to an old enemy of mine, trying to attach themselves to me again. And well, not again. I think they had been, doing a lot of lurking and stuff. But I was alert to that like months before this started. And they're a part of this situation. But what I'm trying to say is that you can see the enemy from afar, but we be so busy with leaning on our own thoughts and our own ways and whatnot until we don't be on stuff like we're supposed to. So we say in God's word, then we can follow his lead and be able to, move better, do things better or whatever. It's easier and it's better for us if we just follow God from the beginning because you don't want to be in a situation like me and then you got to fight your way out for your own life. I ain't, most of the time people are fighting for something. They trying to sue somebody or something. I ain't trying to get nothing from nobody. All I want is my own life. That's it. I ain't got no concern, no care, no interest whatsoever in no this quote, y'all. I honestly don't. So that's it. And the behaviors of them, if you seen how they act, they be acting like I am trying to harm them in some way. When I see these people, they always got the spirit of offense. They always got it's something, the hate. It's like something, whatever fuels their hatred. they always looking for ways to fuel that. Um, but I'm not connected to this cult at all. I don't have nothing for them, and I don't want nothing from them. So that's that. That's that, y'all. But I'm about to go to bed. I'm getting ready to go to bed and go to sleep for a bit. And love you. Bye.